Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kabayan at kaibigan. New Year, new changes na naman sa One Health Pass. Alamin po natin kung anong mga pagbabago at mga changes na meron po tayo sa One Health Pass. Panoorin po ninyo ang video ito. Hi mga kabayan at kaibigan and welcome to my channel. Ako po si Jamey Iris at maghahatid po ako sa inyo ng isang video tutorial about One Health Pass. New Year po at naku, may pagbabago na naman po ang One Health Pass. Nakailang pagbabago sila last December 2021. Ngayon may pagbabago na naman po ngayong January 2022. Pero maganda naman po yung pagbabago nila kaya great news po para sa ating lahat. So tingnan po natin paano mag-complete ng One Health Pass. Sa mga pauwi pa lang ng Pilipinas at maybe this is your first time to hear about One Health Pass, then I'll tell you ano ba ang One Health Pass. And at the same time, bakit kailangan ng One Health Pass? Sino-sino ba ang kailangan mag-complete ng One Health Pass? When do you need to complete it? At yung pinaka-final po is paano nyo po i-complete ang One Health Pass. So yan po ang ating titingnan sa araw na ito so that at least mag-guide ko naman po kayo when it comes to the tutorial. Ano ba ang One Health Pass? Ang One Health Pass po ay isang online registration form na ipinatupad po last September 1, 2021 na lahat po tayong mga travelers na pabalik sa Pilipinas have to complete this whether you're a Filipino, a non-OFW, or foreigners. Now, kumbaga po, yung mga forms dati po, 2020, sinimplify, pinagsama-sama po nila. Ang purpose po nito is para magkaroon po tayo ng smooth processing from the airport of origin to the airport natin sa Pilipinas at pabalik niyo po sa LGU. So, yaan po ang purpose nito. Ngayon, sino-sino po bang kailangan magkumpleto nito? Kailangan po magkumpleto nito lahat po. Katulad ng sabi ko kanina, when I say lahat, again, OFWs and foreigners. Now, what age? So, all ages po. So, even po kung may mga traveler po tayong balikbayan or non-OFWs or OFWs ni kapamilya po, whether, kumbaga, mga elderly po, mga bata yan, or even infants. So, it means that if it's infants at mga bata, then magulang or guardian, so you have to complete a One Health Pass for them so that they will get actually, ano ba yung aim natin? Why are we actually completing the One Health Pass? Ang aim po natin is makapag-complete po ng, ito po. Yan. So, yan po yung tinatawag natin na One Health Pass QR code. So, yan po yung aim natin na makuha at ipipresent po natin yan sa airport. Ano po ang meron dyan? Yung sa QR code po, lahat ng information na nilagay po ninyo, nandyan na siya. So, kumbaga, importante po yan sa lahat ng sangay ng gobyerno o kawani na nandoon po sa airport so that at least they can get the information very fast at hindi rin po tayo magtagal ng ganon sa airport. Now, ang tanong, kailan? So, when do you need to complete the One Health Pass? Kailangan nyo po siyang i-complete, ganito po. Ang dapat nyo po malaman, ang proseso po niya ay 2. So, there is what we call a 2-step process. So, yung unang process po natin, or step 1, you have to complete yung registration at least 3 days before your arrival sa Pilipinas. Again, 3 days before your arrival sa Pilipinas, hindi po before your flight. Diyan po madalas nagkakalituhan kasing swab test is 72 hours before your flight. Tama yon. But then again, ang One Health Pass is 3 days upon your arrival sa Pilipinas kasi kapag mali pong arrival date po natin, may invalidate yung inyong registration. Again, OFWs, nakasalalay dito, yung hotel, kung magatitingnan lahat nilang details ninyo para at least before ka dumating, alam na nila na parating ka at ma-randomly assign na nila yung hotel para sa'yo. And same thing then, information about the non-OFWs and foreigners. Napaka-importante po niyan. Now, yung second step naman po, if the first step is 3 days before your arrival in the Philippines, the second step is called the EHTC or Electronic Health Declaration Form. It means that the Electronic Health Declaration Form shall be completed within 24 hours before your flight. So when I say within, yung within 3 days before your arrival and within 24 hours before your flight, pwede naman pong bumaba yan. Ibig sabihin, hindi naman eksaktong 3 araw, within po, pwedeng ika-2.5 araw, ikalawang araw before your before your arrival in the Philippines, ganun din naman yung 24 hours, within 24 hours, bago ka nasa check-in counter sa airport. Yan po. I hope that's quite clear. Now, let's take a look. How shall we complete this? You can either complete this po through a mobile phone or through a laptop. Now, for better explanation, for the meantime po, sa laptop po muna tayo and try kong gumawa ng another tutorial para po sa cellphone. At by the way po, maari may nagtatanong sa inyo, Miss Jamey, application ba ito? Hindi. So again, this is not an application. You don't need to download this. It's a website. So ito po yung ating website.
Sa website ay may paalala at ipapakita po sa inyo dito at papaalalahanan kayo na dapat kumpletuhin nyo ng wasto, tama at accurate po. At piliin nyo po for step 1, ito po ang register which will be completed 3 days before your arrival in the Philippines. Ganun po rin, may pangalawang paalala, same din po kailangan kumpletuhin nyo po ito ng wasto at tama. Sa inyong arrival date, pakipili lang po dapat 3 days before your arrival date. Kung pipili po kayo beyond the 3 days, magkakaroon po ng error. So example po natin, January 11. So pwedeng 9, 10, or 11 within 3 days before your arrival. Example po natin, January 11. Select po yung type ng port, airport, arriving of passenger, ayan, aircraft passenger. Pwede pong classification ay foreign national, non-OFW, at OFW. So para po sa example na ito, ang pipiliin po natin ay OFW. So again, kapag OFW, pwede pong kasama, basta kasama po magta-travel yung OFW, ang kanilang pamilya, at ang kanilang mga anak. Ang non-OFW naman po, balikbayan. At kung sakasakaling meron pong pamilya ng OFW magta-travel na hindi kasama ang OFW, then ito po ay non-OFW. At foreign national naman po ay kung ito ay, of course, did not grow up po talaga sa Pilipinas at foreign na po ang passport nila from the very start. So yan po ang classifications natin when it comes to the different types of traveler that you can choose from. So again, for this example, we will be using the example of OFW. Pagkatapos po nito, pakiclick na ang next. And then it will prompt you to the main screen kung saan kukumpletuhin niyo po yung iba pang mga information for the registration for the One Health Pass. Ito na po. So now we're here on the main page kung saan makikita nyo po yung Health Declaration Registration Form. At dito makikita nyo po may reminder. Ang lahat po ng fill upan nyo na may red asterisk, kailangan po yan ay kompletuhin sapagkat hindi nyo po maisasubmit ito at the end kapag hindi nyo po kinumpleto ang may asterisk. So there are different parts po ng ating Health Declaration Form. Yung unang part po natin is part 1, ang personal information, kung saan kailangan nyo po kompletuhin ang last name, first name, middle name, and then after po nyo, kung may suffix, pakipili na lang po. At syempre po, andyan din po yung birthday. Ang age po, automatically magko-compute po yan. And then po yung gender, civil status, at nationality. Paano naman ang PhilHealth? Ang PhilHealth naman po, kung sakasakaling hindi nyo na po matandaan ang inyong PhilHealth, pwede nyo naman pong ilagay ang NA or not applicable. And then after nyan, yung passport number po natin, local Philippine number. Kung meron po kayong Philippine number, pakilagay lang po. Kung sakasakaling wala, maari naman po kayo yung reference yung gamitin ay iyong kamag-anak. Ask nyo lang po yung permission nila so that they can send you all the information na ite-text po dun sa number na yon. At of course, last but not the least is yung email address. So yung siguraduhin niyo po na ang email address na inyong itatype dito ay active at alam niyo po ang password dapat kasi ma-access niyo po ito dahil dito ipapadala ang confirmation ng One Health Pass at ganun din po ng inyong swab test. So that's it for part 1, personal profile, that's completed. Let's now go to part 2. Ang part 2 naman po ay residence details. Please make sure take note. Ang sabi po dito is this is the address that will be used for your BOQ certificate. So reminder po, kailangan dito po kayo tutuloy at dito nyo kukumpletuhin ang inyong home quarantine. So ilagay nyo lang po ang inyong house number or lot building. Kung wala po, NA lang po. Then street or subdivision or purok, province, municipality or city, and then barangay. So, usually po yan, sabi nga po sa inyo, ini-ensure po ng One Health Pass na ang ating, kumbaga, pagbabiyahe from the point of origin to the airport in the Philippines hanggang LGU po, at least alam po nila kung may parating po na, kumbaga, anyone coming from or arriving from overseas. That completes our second step, which is the residence details. So, dapat po, again, complete po ito at dito po kayo, kumbaga just in case of contact tracing, dito po nila kayo ma-contact. Ito na po ang inyong travel details. We can divide this into 2. So, yung una po ay travel itinerary. Pangalawa naman po ay type of, kumbaga, ang pinili ko po kanina, OFW. So, ibibigay nyo yung details nyo as OFW or type of traveler. Kung non-OFW naman po, ang lalabas naman po dito ay type of a non-OFW. Sige, isa-isahin po muna natin. Part 3.8, travel itinerary. Dito po, ito i-input nyo lang po o pipili kayo ng country or territory or port of origin. For me, it's United Kingdom. Airport or seaport of arrival. So, pili lang po kayo dito sa mga international airport here in the Philippines. For me, it's Clark International Airport. Airline name. Ito po. Kung isa lang po ang airlines natin, katulad ko po, ang airline ko lang po is Qatar Airways, so ang pipiliin ko lang po Qatar Airways. Pero ang iba po sa inyo, kumbaga magkakaiba po yung airlines ninyo from country of origin and then dun sa layover or transit country ninyo. So ang pipiliin nyo, instead of one airline, choose other airline. Yan po. And then after that, dun sa flight then, since you have more than one flight, pakipili lang po yung others. So sa akin po, dalawa ang flight ko. Halimbawa po, Qatar Airways siya. So QR010, comma. Lagi pong may comma or else hindi po tatanggapin ng system ito. And then QR930 as example. Kung iba-iba ang flight ninyo, for example, merong Qatar Airways, merong Philippine Airlines, then ang ilalagay nyo po is yung flight number. Pwede pong QR010, comma, and then PR104. So those are the example. And after that, you can write down na po ang date of departure. Yung date of arrival, automatically po, kung ano yung in-input nyo kanina initially, when you started, automatically po mata-transfer po dyan. Seat or bed number, not necessarily, kasi kung hindi pa po kayo nakakapag-check-in online, then you can leave it blank. Letter B po, part 3, letter B, type of OFW. Again, for OFW, select document type. Ikaw by documented, all the documents you have it. Undocumented naman po kung sakaling nawala kayo bigla ng trabaho at hindi na mag-valid yung documentation ninyo, undocumented siya. And then occupation, ano po ang inyong katrabaho, land-based or sea-based ba yan? Are you a vacationing OFW? And then yes or no lang po at syempre employer name. So yun na po, kompleto na po ang ating travel details, which is the vaccination information. Yung vaccination information naman po, all you simply have to do is, of course, tatanungin kayo dyan, have you been vaccinated for COVID-19? If your answer is yes, please answer. Kung first dose yan, pakisulat lang po kung ano yung first dose. And then, tatlo lang po. Sinimplihan na po nila ito compared sa mga past information ina-ask nila. Thank God, tatlo na lang yung info. Date of first dose, name of vaccine, at saang bansa mo ito nakuha. And then do that also if you have a second dose. Jamey, paano yan? Ang brand ko is Johnson or J&J. Isang beses lang ako, kumbaga na bigyan ng dose, that's fine. Then choose mo sa first dose ang yes, and second dose, no. Then that's fine. Wala ka na kailangan kumpletuhan and you proceed to the next. Ako po, since I have second dose, then I completed second dose and then yes and the details. And that's it for part 4, everyone. So madali lang po, di po ba? And then let's go to countries travel, part 5. Pakipili lang po ano yung mga bansang pinag-travelan ninyo, bansa galing kayo, at bansang nakapag-transit po kayo sa akin, United Kingdom at Qatar po. Yon. And then after that, exposure history po. Ayan po yung part 6 po natin. Exposure history, if ang answer ninyo dito sa question na to, history of exposure to known probable and or confirmed COVID-19 case 14 days before the onset of signs and symptoms, or if asymptomatic, ang sagot nyo po dito, ako po, it's a no for me, so no ang sinagot ko. And then, answer it accordingly lang po. Same thing din po yung next information na hinihingi po nila, which is, ayan, sabi po nila dito, medical information. Have you been sick in the past 30 days? If your answer is no, like for me, I was healthy, so my answer is actually no. And then, tingnan nyo po yung mga comorbidities. Meron po ba kayong isa sa mga ito? Kung wala naman po, leave it blank. At meron dito isang space. Tingnan nyo lang po kung meron po na nagdi-describe sa anything that you are feeling, then write it down. Kung wala, leave it blank po. And then after that po, just make sure pakisagot lang po itong tanong na to. Are you pregnant? If your answer is no, definitely, then choose no. At pagkatapos po niyan, eto na po, we're almost done. Then, eto na po, data privacy and affidavit of undertaking. Almost done na po tayo sa registration step 1. Pakibasa lang po itong number 1, 2, and 3. Kasi under oath po tayo that anuman po yung inyong isinulat o tinype dito that you hereby certify that all information are correct po. So if all good na po, paki-check na po yung red, yung dito sa may red letters, itong box na ito, and then you're good. Kapag check po nito, lower it down, meron pong CAPTCHA security, paki-type lang po ito. Pagka-type ng CAPTCHA security, and then we're good. Click submit, automatically po makakakuha na po kayo ng initial QR code for the One Health Pass. So again, kung nakakuha na po kayo, please screenshot nyo po ito. At ito po ay itabi po ninyo, wag nyo po siyang i-delete. And that's it mga kabayan at kaibigan, makakakuha na po kayo ng One Health Pass, QR code po ninyo. Makikita nyo po, how will you know if it's, kumbaga po, valid? Ayan po, may nakalagay na success. Isang kulay lang po, kulay orange po siya. Ang inyong QR code po is OSS, and then kung ano naman po yung numero, nararoon po. At lahat ng details na nilagay po natin will be, nandyan po siya. And then, pagkatapos po niyan, at ay, kumbaga, i-screenshot nyo lang po siya so that at least you can keep it. Then, let's go to the second step. Let us just say, again, step 1 will be 3 days before your arrival date. Let us just say po, lumipas ng 3 araw, palipad ka na. So, within 24 hours before your flight, kailangan mo mag-register sa EHDC as the second step. Kumbaga, just in case may mga pagbabago sa flight, pwedeng baguhin dito or update. I-enter nyo lang ang inyong QR code at inyong last name. Pagkapag tinanong ka, were you able to register already? The answer is, kumbaga yes, and it will prompt you to this page wherein you will be asked to enter your QR code. Yung nagsisimula pa sa OSS, and then yung sa akin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then yung last name. It will prompt you to this page. So, lahat ng information na makikita po ninyo dito, pwede po siyang i-update as long as nakikita nyo at the bottom, meron pong button na update. Like this one. Example, binura ko yung 4. Ayan, binalik ko po siya. So, pwede pa siyang ma-type. And then, check all information are correct. Tin-transfer niya lang po lahat ng information sa registration po ninyo. Ang lagi niyo pong i-check dito ay, ito po, yung inyong flight details. Sometimes kasi biglang nawawala yon. So, kailangan, kumbaga, change it again or write it down so that at least you can finalize it. If all information are correct, walang pagbabago, then that's well and good. Dati po, dito nakalagay kung saan nyo po i-upload yung inyong dokumento. Pero yan po ang latest change sa ating One Health Pass kung saan tinanggal na po nila ang pag-a-upload po ng dokumento. So wala na po kayo makikita dito sa step 2. So ibig sabihin po, you just have to bring it with you sa inyong, kumbaga sa airport at ipakita sa kanila yung hard copy nito. Ayan po, and then just simply check everything. If all is good, same process po as before. Ayan po, basahin po natin yung 1, 2, and 3. Tingnan po natin yung CAPTCHA details at pagkatapos po nun, click nyo po I agree with the above statement and then CAPTCHA security and enter nyo na po. Ayan, update. Kapag na-click nyo na po yung update, ayan na po ang inyong final OHP QR code and then you're done na po. So, kompleto na po tayo at pwede nyo na po yan dalhin sa airport. So, please make sure dala nyo ang inyong hard copies ng inyong negative RT-PCR test at at the same time po yung inyong vaccination certificate because no longer hindi nyo na po kailangan i-upload ngayon sa One Health Pass, binago na nila.
Mga kabayan at kaibigan, yan po ang process natin sa pag-complete po ng One Health Pass this 2022. Simple na po, hindi nyo na kailangan i-upload yung mga dokumento ninyo simply because tinanggal po nila yung upload button doon sa second step. Dati pong nasa second step yan, pero ngayon wala na po. So, ang maganda po is dalhin nyo na lang, may hard copy kayo ng inyong vaccination certificate at yung card mismo dalhin ninyo. At the same time, dalhin nyo po yung hard copy ng RT-PCR test result po ninyo. So, yan po, and with the rest of the documentation, so it's easier now. Ang laki po kasi ng challenge the past few months po. Dahil po sa pag-upload, nag-error sa sobrang dami ng mga tao po na nag-upload all at the same time. So now, at least it's easier. Just print all the documentations with you, and then that will be fine. Pero again, this is as of January 2022. Today is January 9, 2022. So this is what we have right now for One Health Pass. Pero kung kayo ay palipad ng February, March, so stay tuned lang po just in case na may mga changes na naman po tayo, I'll keep you updated about it. So with that, mga kabayan at kaibigan, muli this is Jamey Iris na nagsasabi na if this video you find it helpful at kumbaga very informative sa inyo, please click like. And at the same time, I'm looking forward po at ini-invite ko ang mga first time po na nakapanood po ng aking video to please subscribe to my channel so that at least you can actually know more about the travel videos that I am sharing. At the same time, makatulong din po yung mga tutorials ko na ginagawa. With that, everyone, this is Jamey Iris. God bless you, stay safe at ingat po sa inyong biyahe.